2020 has been a pretty interesting year to say the least. Pretty much every movie that I was looking forward to got pushed back, Trolls World Tour killed the movie theater industry, and Sonic was actually enjoyable. Something that came out of this strange year is the $20 digital movie rental. Instead of going to the movie theater, you can now own a film for 48 hours that was meant to come out in theaters. Since theaters are supposed to be opening soon, knock on wood, this will hopefully be a trend of the past. But one of these rentals actually caught my eye. Judd Apatow's, I know I mispronounced that, The King of Staten Island, starring SNL's Pete Davidson. Is it worth the $20? The short answer is, yeah, it's pretty good. The long answer is... a bit biased here, but I really don't mind spending money on movies. I own steelbooks of some of my favorite films, I spend way too much money on Blu-rays, and I'll even see movies in Dolby Cinema from time to time. So when I say that spending $20 on a movie isn't too bad, take it with a grain of salt. So what's this movie actually about? The trailers are vague, and that's entirely on purpose. The movie itself is kind of vague, if that makes sense. It doesn't really have much of a plot, it's really just a slice of life about Scott, played by Pete Davidson, as he grows up a little bit too late in Staten Island. It's a dramedy, so it has elements of both comedy and drama films. It doesn't lean too far into either direction, but it benefits from both sides, creating a really interesting relationship. Life itself really is a relationship of funny and happy moments and dramatic and sad moments. It's a lot more complex than that, obviously, in real life, but that's really what this movie is. It's just like real life. The dialogue and camera work really reflect this just like real life kind of style. It feels almost entirely improvised, and that's a good thing. Each line of dialogue feels like something that someone has said to Pete at some point in his life. Yeah, this entire movie's based off of his own life. And the camera work and cinematography, while nothing too groundbreaking or flashy, does the job and it doesn't take too much away from the script. Because of this just like real life style of the movie, it does feel a little bit messy, just like real life is. The ending drags on for a little bit, and not every single character arc is explicitly resolved. I think if the movie was 15 to 20 minutes shorter, it would have been a lot tighter. But that's really the only gripe that I have with this movie. The strongest points of this movie are easily its characters. Each one feels very raw and very real. None of them are perfect, they each make mistakes and each one has flaws. And each actor and actress plays their part very, very well. I really like Bill Burr's character, who becomes much more major than anyone would expect. Kelsey left a big impact on me as a viewer despite being a minor character. Due to her drive, she's really the only character that has a clear drive and wants to go somewhere with her life, and because of that, it really sticks out. I thought Igor was the best character just because he actually cares about his friends despite being picked on. Action Bronson, yeah, that's his real name. His unnamed character was also great despite being in the film very briefly, for about like 5 minutes or so. And of course, Pete's character was great. He plays the role of an aimless stoner so many times in different films and TV shows, but this is really the best version of it that I've seen. It's not surprising that this role is based off of himself. It makes so much sense now why he always plays firemen on SNL. It's not something that I really noticed before this movie, but now it kind of sticks out. I think it's really cool.
Keith, how would you say that?
Oh, Queef. Keith Queef.
So I guess the question now is, should you rent this movie? If it seems like something that interests you, then yeah, go for it. It's not a laugh-out-loud comedy, so don't go in expecting that. Its heavy moments are frequent and they work. It's a little bit on the long and messy side, just like real life, but it makes up for it with great scenes and great dialogue. I'd recommend watching this movie with some friends or a significant other, or at least someone that you can split the cost with. Because in my opinion, it's not really worth $20 if you're just watching it by yourself. And yeah, that's all I really have to say. Thanks for watching.
My brother, it's a spitting image.
Yeah.
It's my favorite.
It's one
No,
of the
no,
best.
no, no, this is my favorite. Oh, you killed that.
Again. We are the millennials.
He keeps saying that, but I don't know what that means.